Do you know by any chance if the insurance guys are coming?
Oh, I think they were invited. Steve was inviting people. And I didn't get the RSVP. Steve was kind of reaching out to John and Mike from East Securitel. And he's still new. Mike's still new. So he's still running around with the Baltimore guy. I don't know. I think he's in Pittsburgh today. Because he was in Pittsburgh this week because you met Craig, right?
Yeah.
He's actually not our rep. He's Baltimore. He was coming up to help out as they were filling somebody. Now they've hired Mike, and now Craig is taking him around the area. Michael has the state of Pennsylvania and South Jersey. I'm pretty sure Michael's in Pittsburgh today, visiting and introducing himself to the Pittsburgh people. Yes, he's a good guy, and whatever resources he brings is awesome. That's not. I have my laptop with me every time. We'll go through it today. I can go over it with you, and I can offer it to you if you ever want to do something without me. This is a training I put together. I've done B2B sales for Verizon. I've managed corporate stores for Verizon and Sprint. I've done this indirect sales. I've been in operations, and I've done sales training. So I've been in so many trainings. I took the format from corporate trainers and just kind of put it on a PowerPoint. So I'm not creating anything other than taking the booklets they gave me and putting it on a PowerPoint and kind of following what they've done. I've done and been in so many trainings that this is my thing. I will give it to you, and if you can make it work, just doing it, that's great. I can always, when I drive right on with Benny and I hit your girls in Wilmington, I can go through it real quick, but it's tough unless there's somebody busy, they gotta pay attention. It's not like I'm training on a rate plan, standing next to them, and then, they gotta service the customer. It's tough. I canceled the AR one. I set one up for AR. I don't know if I can have it on that email. I probably did. So what I did was I sent in King of Prussia. You know where that is, right? We got one of our main offices in King of Prussia. So I sent to the PDRs like you, the value partners. I sent out this thing where I can do individual trainings for dealers. Whereas ARs have 1, 2 guys. I just sent an email out and say, hey, I'm having training. Main office. If you care to come, please let me know. Your RSVP, so I know who's coming, and I'll set up training. And I was just a big hodgepodge of different dealers in a classroom setting. I only got 2 people, but they were all local dealers that were able to do it. The guys in Philly, they all walk to their store or take a bus, so they can't get to the Rush area. And the guys in Jersey were too far to go to the Russia. And the only people that did it, that offered, was somebody in Reading, Pennsylvania, which is 45 minutes, and Levittown, which is 2 towns over. I'm like, I'm not having a class. And a guy from Harrisburg, so I know he's not coming. He said he's coming, but to be at 10 o'clock, drop from Harrisburg, I said, I'm not going to have a class for 6 people that are reserved. And one of them is coming 2 hours to get there. Because if you have 6, it'll turn into 4, and then it'll turn into 3, and I'll do it in the store.
how many dealers do we have around the Tri-State area? Just
Stores or
curious, yeah.
PBRs?
uh,
Look at the categories. Your PBR,
well,
we don't have
BSR.
too many of those, right? We don't have as many as we'd like, but we do have some. And then we got the BRs,
Yeah,
like
BRs.
Phil, that have one or
Okay.
two stores, or like I got a guy in the Lehigh Valley up in Allentown, up in Easton. He's got 3 BR locations.
Okay.
So he's got to get to 5 to be a PBR, but he's going slow. And just, you can't go too fast, otherwise you go crazy with overhead and you got to grow each store.
Right. That happened to us.
Right.
So we're kind of like catching up now.
Right. Well, yeah, if you grow quick,
with everything that
yeah,
we
he's
missed.
just going slow. He had one in Allentown, did that for a year. Did one in Bethlehem, did that for a year, and now he just opened one in Easton.
Okay.
And that's been open for a few months. And then once that one gets out, and you start out with 7, then you do 21, and then you did 68, and now this is November. So October. So hopefully he has a good month. And then once he feels like he can put a handle on it, then there's a lot of other areas we can get into. We got a guy in Philly Unlimited who's got like 8, 9 doors. He's a PBR. We got a dealer in Center City who has 5 doors. He'll be his next month will be his first month as a PBR because he just hit the 5th door this month. And then we got JYGM who has 8 stores. And he does a lot on 5th and out west. Everybody seems to got their little geography, and then they kind of overlap a little bit. I don't have it. You're the PBR for South Jersey and Delaware, and we've got 3 in PA PBR. Not that many. So one guy is still trying to figure out a date for this kind of training. We did one. The guy who's a new PBR that has 5, and he's a PBR, but he didn't start the PBR money yet because he just brought the 5th door on last month, and then all that stuff gets sent to him. In November, he'll start being a real PBR. We did his already. It was everybody loved it. Then next week, I've got another guy in Philly, and then that we're going to do this class 4. And then the other guy's trying to get his guys because he's got Center City, Philly. He's like, Brian, I got guys that take a bus. I got guys that walk. I got guys that ride a car, and parking like there's a mess. So because I'm trying to figure out a place to do it and a date to do it where I can get as most people there. So we're still working on that one. But other than that, it's going good. And again, the guy's new PBR, he had a couple people miss. We had, let's see how many we have there. He has 5 stores just now. He had 2, 4 people there. 6, 7 people. That's all he had in his 5 stores. And one guy had to leave because he's in a mall. And we started the client training at 8:30, but he has to open the store at 10. It takes him 20 minutes to get there. So he was there for an hour, of which all we do in the first 20, 30 minutes is just recap the 4th quarter promos, making sure everybody's 110%, which I know your team is. But we just kind of go over everything with the growing data and the unlimited plans. I actually had the $60, and I didn't add it for you guys. But you guys know that certain areas get it. So, and then we just get into selling and just the formula of selling. This is how you sell. This is you agree, qualify, and overcome objections, and then you close. This is how you can do it.
That's the way to do it.
Samsung doesn't give out as much stuff as they used to.
Well,
that's nice.
Yeah.
I think they got a little. They got so big they don't think they need to. I don't think they're to the status of Apple, and I think they're trying to act like they are. And got team, and then companies like LG and HTC are working a little harder.
Apple's really hurting this year.
With the 6 Plus, I think.
One of the 6.
Yeah, and then that Plus, I think, took away screen size as a differentiator. People that wanted a bigger screen could get the 6 or the 6 Plus because the 5 or 6 or whatever That's not a bad screen, but even that's still a small screen depends compared to the Android screens. So once they came up with the 6 Plus, I know a lot of people who converted Android Apple 6 Plus, 6 to the 6 Plus, just because they wanted Apple, they just wanted a big screen.
Right.
So I think that kind of
Yep.
hit them hard a little bit.
Take note.
Yep. One second.
What time is the email site? 11:30 or
So we're
7.
gonna get started.
It's like a way if you do it running a little bit.
But,
I knew it was at 7.
Huh?
I knew it was at 7.
oh yeah, to be here at 7. You don't want anything? Well, this is the coffee missing.
Oh, and everybody was.
Bagels. Bagels and coffee. But yeah, I figured, we'll probably get started at
I live right here too, like 5 minutes
Oh,
away,
okay.
so.
no wonder.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, that's good. It's early. It's not for everybody to get here.
So everybody's going to another food?
Yep.
It's a ride for them.
Huh?
It's a ride for them.
Oh yeah, yeah. But whatever, whatever stores are in my name will show up, like already Modelo, but it's not. We're gonna have to do it at their place. Because I think training is important. Help you learn and get through some of the questions that you might have.
Are we doing trade and safety?
Hmm?
Do we have the trade and safe program?
We don't have it.
Oh, because I saw it in North Korea.
It's good to know about it, any kind of quick.
Because a lot of people are coming in saying that we have it. And then I go to this advertising, I'm like, up and at this store.
Because it's another thing that basically
It's like learning another
you
Let me
learn
try to lock my
things
car. I don't know about
that have a system in place to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Because if not, it can get it. But pretty soon, because we're doing like all the, one of the hardest things for us has been like, you see how we give like $100 off and now we do it on upgrades and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like we get money off of phones. Well, that money we have to put up front because normally the phone cost is more than what we're selling it for, so we need to get that reimbursed.
Yeah.
But keeping track of all that is the problem. So with the trade-in, it's gonna be the same thing because you're giving them another credit
Yeah.
and you have to get that money back somewhere.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why we haven't really done. So we have a system in place, which is the commissions for us, like so we can keep track of what we get paid. Then there we can move it over. So until then, hey man, congratulations, being number 2. Second person.
I thought I was running late.
Yeah, I was here at 7, I was like, that
Well,
was late already.
I said 7, we get 7, we'll get started at 7:30, so that way, eventually you get started at 8. If you know how that works. Yeah. But,
7:34.
yeah, we're good. We're just waiting on the bagels and coffee, so if you want to grab anything.
Oh,
Go right ahead.
maybe. You know, the email said if you want breakfast, you can serve from 7 to 8. I was like, can we be here at 7?
I left first thing at 7:10.
Is that mountain? You brother? Yeah. Oh, that's Crystal. Let's see. Who? I can't see her. Yeah. You're off to the hard door.
Well, not really, because we gotta work on it. I mean, I left for sure. I'm not gonna lie. 7:15. I was coming in like right away, like, and everything.
Yeah, well, give them a call when we're done, when we open. I don't think that, I don't think that urgent, you know, they want. They didn't put, you know, they didn't highlight it.
But
So I'll forward this to you from my phone, take a look, and then,
does she have a jean jacket on?
we'll go from there. It only goes
I
till
can't see
the
it.
second week of, it only goes till the
I
second week
only see her
of November.
black hat on.
Quarter,
Yeah, I need
it's
her.
just,
I only see her.
week two in November, so.
I don't know.
We got a month left. All right, man, see you in a little bit. Bye.
Could be down here.
Who's that? Do you know who's that? I can't see her. Who? I told you that's not on yet, and because I see her like
I had a feeling it was either
Like
Miami
this.
or Italia.
Miami black.
Brian, this is, Julio, he's basically a guy in my birthday.
Oh, hey, I think we met before.
Partially,
Yeah, I was there, you were familiar. I know I haven't been over here as much as I used to be, we just, you know, with all the changes and stuff. But, awesome. You guys do a good job, so we appreciate it.
we saw our insurance, and accessory sales decline after, he left, so.
Oh, we bring him back,
Yeah,
awesome.
he'll call, like, like when he has to come back. Yeah, he does really well.
And we appreciate all your extra effort on insurance, that's really important to us right now. One of the things that's the next big thing is,
So,
the second and third months.
but,
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming all the way down, appreciate coming in. Insurance was easy compared to getting your second and third month squared away, you know what I mean? So that's our next thing. That's our next area. I know you guys have some- you guys do a great job. You're at the whole world. Some of our dealers, they just come and go. You go squeeze in the back row, you can move this forward. And I can move anything we need to move to make it more comfortable, we can. So how do you like the promos, guys? Unlimited, is that working? Is it fun to talk about unlimited? When your competition was having it and people were saying, now you have an unlimited plan.
I'm like, then you have.
Unlimited, but you had unlimited data, but it wasn't all high speed. Now it's all high speed, which is good. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of good feedback from everybody.
you guys need patience.
I'm not gonna touch it. I don't wanna mess that up.
Those good.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a bottle of water because I do a lot of talking. I wanna be able to.
You guys have some nice cups. Everybody else, you're being late, is getting it.
Where's everybody? Is it 7:30?
I know, but you know when you say certain time, they don't show up. So,
That's fine.
the real time was
Oh, okay. That's what you said. I was flashing you.
We was like, yo, this thing, we waiting for the GPS to say, please turn somewhere. I'm like, yo, like
Faster than GPS.
I just know I never know about to see my working in the brick phone. Like, I don't know why. That's right.
From Trenton.
Yes.
How long?
Like an hour,
Is it?
30 minutes.
Oh, an hour and 30. I thought maybe it was like an hour.
It can take
or
longer
less.
if you get stuck in traffic from 42 to 65.
Yes, I got behind a school bus. I'm like, what is a school bus coming that early for? I mean, it was like 6:30, and I'm like, why is there a school bus out this early? God, love the kids who are getting on a school bus at 6:30, right?
Yeah.
Poor kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, usually during the trainings, everybody who sits in the last row is asked to move into the first row.
Well, that's why I moved those chairs forward so we can fill in the second row. So, but that's fine. We always call on the people in the back row to get up and do the role plays. That's what I do. Make it easy.
How many more we're expecting?
well, we don't have anybody from Violent yet.
Los más lejos llegaron.
But I did this intentionally because normal start time, my goal was 8. So, but if you tell them 8, they'll be here at 9. So, you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
At 6:20.
We're still waiting on coffee and
Just coffee?
yeah.
Oh, on the way, okay.
I know everybody needs some coffee right now.
You say we'll be there at 7:30. Now you saying 7:33. Like, you serve me. And it's 7:30.
I read it from my phone, didn't get my iPad out.
I think you saw a long line. They only have 6.
Oh, did I?
It's this other store.
Oh, okay, cool. See, this is what I'm looking at, and I just looked across and I saw.
Yeah, they're not in.
Just, hey, listen, you're doing fine. You're just looking at it. Continue to do it the right way, and everything will go fine. That's all. See, I thought that was I replied. I don't know if I copied you. I replied, yeah, he did.
I just saw your.
But then I replied. He replied, Michael Coppola, can you please check to see if Atlantic City's in there? And I go, Steve said they got the post.
Okay.
So. Yeah. Hey, look, if they want it structured, if they're gonna give us like the fuzzy lines, then don't complain when things bleed over the fuzzy lines. That's my opinion, right? So, give it to a market and that's it. Don't let this thing sneak up on South Jersey.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
los
shouldn't be
que
a
más
most,
lejos
shouldn't be the
llegaron
market, should be the fact that the Mooster shows up. So we have to ask questions.
Delaware.
¿De Gama?
They're trying to find a right.
How are you?
I just told Arturo that Jennifer's, then he's gonna be his guy in Delaware going forward. Jennifer, she moved on to bigger and better things. For sure will.
How's Trenton doing?
I'm doing good.
It's doing good.
It's not good anymore.
Yeah, well, you haven't visited.
Well, you know. I go to Trenton if you want to go to Trenton, right?
Well,
I love Trent.
Trenton makes the world takes.
Yes.
It's just up one day. One day.
Oh,
Like
I'll head
this
out.
year.
I'll head over there.
Like at least one time a year.
One time a year?
Yeah.
I'll do what I can.
Archer, just tell me when to start. I know we got some people comments, and you say, you know what, we're there, but listen, I'm on your schedule. You guys tell me when to go. I'm here until we're done. If you guys gotta get the stores to open them, just boom, go. Just let me know if we have running out of time, because at the end is the most important when we talk about overcoming objections, we talk about closing. So I can sneak through the beginning stuff if you have to leave, because the end is the best. Does that make sense? So if you guys gotta be at a store at a certain time, and you gotta allow for traffic and driving, just let me know.
We actually already,
You're covered? You got somebody, one person there holding down the fort?
yeah, and for
Open
Delaware,
late.
we're gonna, yeah,
That's
that's Hamilton a little bit late, but
Cool.
that's
That's all
all
right.
right here, so.
So there's maintenance in Hamilton.
What was that?
Maintenance.
Maintenance?
Yeah. Isn't that what we put on the door?
Oh, cool.
So we're
Yeah.
really late. Maintenance.
Not in our store. We're opening at 10:30 or 11 at
10:30, it's about half an hour to get there.
John Jones coming?
No,
Nobody invited
It
him.
ends at 10.
I don't think he replied, I don't know.
I don't think you ever responded. I just copied him when I said this. Doing it.
Michael, he's Securitas of Pittsburgh this week.
What was it?
He's gonna come next week.
He's what?
He's gonna come next week.
Okay.
You know,
Wednesday.
between you walking out of here, saying goodbye.
Yeah, I remember he was leaving for Pittsburgh after on Monday day in Wayne. He was going with Craig to do the runaround with, Tony Wagner's team.
Yeah, we're gonna get started at.
We get started
8.
at 8? Okay, that's fine. In the first few minutes, I just review, real brief, the promos that we got rolling. I know we all know them, but it gives us a good time to ask questions and make sure that everybody's comfortable with these promos that are gonna take us through to the holidays. These are gonna go till January 3rd or 4th, whatever that Monday, or whatever that day is. At this point, we don't even worry about it. We gotta get through Halloween, we gotta do Thanksgiving, and we gotta do Christmas. And then we'll remind you when these things over, after we get towards Christmas.
Well, it's definitely good that you guys
The unlimited.
run the promotions longer.
Yeah, I think that's good too, because a lot of times it was like, by the time you figured it out, it was over
Or call
in 2 weeks. Or called traction, all of a sudden it's going away. So the JSU was 2 months, which I thought was good, and this one's the whole quarter.
The good thing about having it a whole quarter is when you have 12 phones that are on sale and you know that they're not all gonna be in stock the entire time. You know, you have the time where this phone will be in, and this phone will be in, and this phone, so it's not gonna be all 12 phones at once. But at least we have 3 months where we have everything, where we run a 1-month promotion on the ZTE Speed for $20. Nobody has any after a week, and then, you
You're
know,
done.
you don't have anything
To replace it.
And we don't have to go crazy with the merchandise.
Yeah, we don't throw stuff out and run around with our head cut off because you didn't realize it was over.
Benny's coming here too.
Is he coming good? I thought he was coming, but I tried to ask him. He said it was a whirlwind. I said it was a whirlwind.
So what are we giving away? What are the prizes?
Apples and bananas.
A lot of things we have. I know we have food bags.
And the gift cards because we drive it far.
How far did you drive?
Ten.
How far did you drive?
Allentown.
Oh.
No.
think
Can I tell you what time I got up? What time, you know what time I got up? 4:30, because it takes me to do my hair.
Okay.
All I do is get in, I shower, I put my jeans on. I got up at 4:30. I was out the door at 5 of. 5 of 5. And then I drove it and took my time. And
I was like, no, I'm gonna go and stay with my mom instead because I don't wanna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
well, I got up I got up at 4:30. I got up at 6 normally anyway, so it wasn't that bad. I just went to bed early last night.
What's here to Trenton? An hour, hour 20?
I didn't think it was that far.
Well, you gotta go.
There's no good highway,
Yeah. 295.
and that's
That-
all
that
down the
part
coast, so then you have to cut over
Bad
anyway.
part.
Yeah.
If you get traffic, then it's the trip a lot.
I didn't hit any traffic,
You neither.
except I got behind a school bus.
And
which
the
I was
baby actually,
shocked.
baby did not wake me up in the middle of the night, which was good. I got to sleep
Nice.
for like a full 5 hours.
Oh man, that's a bonus. You win today.
Well, my wife loses, but
Why? Because then she's
because when she wakes up at like 5:30,
She's hungry.
well, usually I'll take care of that middle of the night one so that she can take care of the morning.
Right.
She's on now. So.
Yeah. Now, is she back to work yet? Coming up though, right?
Yeah, well, we don't know. Basically, what happened is she kind of left her job. She's a graphic designer.
Yeah.
She was an art director. She basically ran this small company for owners for 10 years. She's worked 10 years.
Right.
She said, well, I'm going to take 2 months off totally, and then I'm going to come back like part-time. And then they're like, you can come back 6 hours a week at like a very low rate. And what they offered her, and she's like, well, I was kind of doing this because I've been working for 10 years and I know how to run a company. And they basically said, this is what it is. So she said, I'm going to just work for myself. So she's doing that, and then there are a couple of, if they're a full-time, there's a couple of full-time things she's open to.
Well, you're in a good spot, at least you're in a
Going
good
to
spot.
daycare a lot sooner than we want to.
Yeah, it's tough. When they're really that small, it's not so bad when they're crawling around and they're real, she's holding her head up real good.
Yeah, like, what if she's like, if she's held up, then yeah.
Right.
They get the 14-day grace period, and they're also getting credit on their